Okay, now we're gonna look at this whole stereo area where we step down into the family room, right? That's what I'm calling it. So let's go into the same situation. Structure, floor, and let's model our floor. We got our pick walls, so I'll pick this side of the wall now, and the interior side of that one, interior side of this one, and I'm going to use my pick lines option, and I'll pick that existing floor edge. And Revit lets you know, hey, that edge that you're hovering over, it's a slab on grade. So I'll click that edge, and we'll do the same thing down here. Let's go pick walls, picking the interior sides. Okay, now we go back to pick lines, and we pick those ends of the walls and the outside of these windows. Okay, same thing up here. We'll pick the ends, and now we can trim everything together. TR. Okay. After we have trimmed everything, fight the urge to figure out what this negative offset for this floor needs to be. We have mentioned that this floor is going to step down from the main floor up here, right? You're walking up here and then you're going to step down. Well, the the stairs, the concrete stairs, they'll be poured together. It'll be a big blob of concrete. That's what we will assume. Big blob of concrete is going to just pour with that slab there, okay? So we're just going to match those edges. But what I mean by fight the urge to figure out what this number is supposed to be is because some people want to really figure out, okay, 7 inches down plus another 7 is 14 plus another, right? We're going to let Revit do the math for us by cutting a section here and just physically moving it down. So let's just hit finish sketch. Revit is asking you, do you want me to slice off part of the wall? Just say no, you don't. And let's just cut a vertical section through here. So view tab, section, and I'll begin my first click here and my second click down here. And you can see that Revit is looking a little deep. So let me pull in this window of view depth. And now let's double click on this blue head and let's just take a look at what we got here. Zoom in. So here are our 2 floors that we modeled. If I do a tile window or window tile here, and I select this floor, now in my 3D, I'm going to click once in 3D, I can see what I've selected. Okay, and on my plan view, I have my 3 windows open. So this helps you be clear with where you're working. So let me select this other floor. Okay, that's exactly what we're dealing with. Our plan view shows 3 steps. So what we're going to do is in our section right here with 2D lines, we're just going to draw those 3 steps. So let's go to our annotate tab, detail line, and this is the beginning of the person stepping down. This is the beginning edge. So let's go down 7 inches. Now let's go over 12 inches. And obviously the architect would set these numbers, okay? 7 and 12. All right, so we got 1 step, 2 steps, 1 more step. Another 7, and we'll just go off. Why do we draw these lines? Because after we drew in these 2D representative lines, also known as construction lines, the last line that we drew represents the top of the floor that we just modeled. So now there's 2 ways that you can move that floor down. You can use your Align tool. So remember, we are trying to modify an existing element, so Modify tab. It looks for our Align tool. And now we select our destination first, so select the line. Now hover over the top of this floor until Revit tells you you're hovering over a floor, and click the floor. You can see that it physically moved the floor down, moved it in 3D, and moved it everywhere that it mattered. And this is why I say try hard to not do the math. use the numbers you have. You know, try not to use a calculator, pull out a calculator and start using math. Because this way, once we already moved the floor down and we select our floor, you can see in the properties, Revit did the math. Revit already knows, oh, you want to move it down? No, it's really minus 1 foot 9 from level 1, which is up here, 0, 0. Okay, so it's down from that level. So take it very literal. Use your modify tools up there on the tab. Use those tools to figure out where things should actually go, and let Revit do the math for you. I'm definitely against typing in numbers a lot, unless it's a very simple number, 6 inches, a foot, that someone else is giving you, an architect or an engineer. Okay, sure, but if we're putting a model together with limited information, you can let Revit do the math for you.